Chapter 34.
Moses. Moses again.
He's still alive? Well, he's not as dead as we would have hoped. Hi, Gronk.
That is just such a wonderful line.
That just popped into my head. I'm sorry.
So Moses is going to talk about land. Let's start with the prayer. Should it be my turn? Our Father in heaven, we thank thee very much that we have this very beautiful day. We thank thee for the cool weather that has been going on the last couple of days, and we thank thee for helping us to be well and for me to travel safely today. And we thank thee for the chance to be together and to learn about thy word and to learn and understand more about all that thou wouldst have us to know. Please bless us to share this knowledge and share thy word and understanding with others. And please bless us to continue doing so and be able to be a good light and help for those around us. We say these things and do so humbly in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen.
Amen.
Somebody said something yesterday at church that just really struck me. I was talking about how, they go through somewhere close to 1,000 or more animals in a year that they just butcher and sacrifice and all that. They were like, yeah, but think about how much precious blood was spilled by Jesus. It was like, oh, yeah, these animals are precious for money, for personal pets, for families.
For food.
Yeah, for everything that they provide, from, keeping the yard mowed to bones for knives, whatever it may be. And how much more was Jesus and his sacrifice important and sacred? It was just one of those, yeah, you're right. I need to stop complaining about what did they do with all of these animals and just go, wow, that it's all symbolic of Jesus. And it just made me pause and think.
Since Jesus lost a lot of blood that night, I wonder how dizzy he felt when he was in trial.
I wonder how he stayed alive, because supposedly if you bleed from every pore on your hand from your wrist to the tip of your fingers, you will bleed out in less than 5 minutes, maybe a minute.
The simplest explanation is that he had a stupid strong will.
He had God's power with him. So yeah, I will go through that explanation at some point in time, but man alive, wow, the level of power that he had with him.
Strong man.
He was God's son. Chapter 34, Moses specifies the borders of Israel's inheritance in Canaan and names the princes of the tribes who will divide the land.
And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Command the children of Israel, and say unto them, When ye come into the land of Canaan, this is the land that shall fall unto you for an inheritance, even the land of Canaan with the coasts thereof.
Then your south quarter shall be from the wilderness of Zin.
Wasn't it
Question,
Sin originally?
you want me to get the map of Israel's dividing?
Yeah, we should probably do that. Because they had the area that they wandered for 40 years. Or didn't wander, but parked various places.
Keep going, I'll be right back.
Wow, these are a lot of long coasts thereof.
This is your map.
Okay.
You have two maps there, but
Yes.
only one is important.
Jerusalem, Gabonessa, Dan. Okay. Wilderness of Zin must be towards the isthmus between Egypt and Saudi Arabia. And your south quarter shall be from the wilderness of Zin along by the coast of Edom, and your south border shall be the utmost coast of the Salt Sea eastward. that would be the Dead Sea.
You could show them the map.
Yes. I'm going to have to put that up on the screen and when I edit it all together, because otherwise
It's
we're
confusing as heck.
yeah.
I didn't realize the map existed until after I read it, and I'm like, oh my goodness, I wish I knew about this earlier, because this makes no freaking sense.
And your
Okay.
borders shall turn from the south to the ascent of Arakabim. That's a weird. And pass.
Acrobim.
Okay. Acronym.
Or Acroba, you know.
Oh no.
Arabian Nights.
So the wilderness of Zin
Jafar,
is-
he's our man. If he can't do it, great.
is down here. So they actually inhabited some of the land that they camped out in for a bit. Okay, so let me do some things that I don't drop everything.
Pass on to Zin, and the going forth thereof shall be from the south to Kadesh Barnea, and shall go on to Hazar Adar, and pass on to Amazon.
We're going to go over to Brazil while we're working on
My brain flipped the Z and the M. I'm sorry.
Well, the other option is the shipping company.
yeah, I mean, hey!
Asmon. My brain flipped the M and the Z.
Ships. They did have ships back then.
They didn't know America existed yet.
Officially.
They didn't quite have one-day shipping, though.
Right. They didn't have planes to fly across the ocean.
I don't know why my brain flipped that.
Oh my heavens! Amazon!
Asmon! Amazon! It also added in an extra A.
So thank you for taking us to Brazil.
Shipping ships, great.
Okay.
We took the wrong turn at Albuquerque.
I knew I should have taken that left turn in Albuquerque.
Your Bugs Bunny needs some work.
Yes, oh my heavens!
Travel underneath the ocean floor.
Yeah.
When is Pismo Beach inside a cave?
I am crying in laughter. This is too good.
Good job, brain.
Oh my
I think I need to eat something or something. I don't know where that came from. I genuinely don't.
Okay, finish the verse if you can.
I did. It was just pass on to Asmon.
Oh, so I get the next verse.
Yes.
I'm in pain. Oh, my stomach's hurting.
Me too.
And the borders shall fetch a compass or turn from Asmon unto the river Egypt, and the goings out of it shall be at the sea, not where the Amazon comes. It shall terminate at.
I think this is gonna be very hard to continue now.
Hey, if people can't enjoy this one, then they've just totally missed the point of being alive.
I do hope that we're not the only ones who can at least get a good laugh out of my brain's weirdness right there. Why did I read it like that?
Oh.
And as for the western border, ye shall even have the great sea for a border. This shall be your west border.
The Mediterranean. Okay, so yeah, they're... Unfortunately, they didn't make it past the gates of Gibraltar, or what is that called? Whatever, Rocks of Gibraltar.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
The Strait of Gibraltar, isn't it? There's two rocks. right at the opening of the Mediterranean Sea, that a mile apart or less, and they're called the Strait, and they got the two rocks of
I
Gibraltar.
have never heard of that.
Neither have I.
Anyhow, it's the end of the Mediterranean, where it opens into the Atlantic Ocean.
Oh, so that's over by
Portugal, yeah.
in Africa.
Right.
That's nowhere near Israel.
Exactly, and neither is the Amazon. So I'm just saying, yeah, they never even got out to the other end of the Mediterranean. I needed that laugh.
You're welcome.
Several 100 miles away.
I don't think it's 1,000, so yeah, it's a couple hundred. I'll have to look that up. Anyhow, and this shall be your north border. From the great sea ye shall point out for you Mount Hor, which is Mount Hermon, Mount Hor. Oh, that's way down here in the Reuben camp.
From Mount Hor ye shall point out your border unto the entrance of Hamath, and the goings forth of the border shall be to Zedad. Hi, Dad.
Z-Dad, not the dad.
Well, if you're German, Zedad.
Yeah.
Not wrong.
Father, you're everywhere.
The German accent is not the German.
Well, if you have
Yeah,
your
was your
father-
Zedad.
Well, you have your father because he's dad. He's everywhere.
Yep. And the border shall go on to Ziphron. Where's that?
I don't know. There's so many locations.
Yeah,
And they
really.
don't make freaking sense.
Ziphron should be somewhere up here.
I don't think it's labeled.
Honestly, I think you're right. Unfortunately, Ziphron and the goings out of it shall be at Hazarenan. This shall be your north border. I'm going to have to just see if I can find a bigger map.
Ye shall point out your east border from Hazayon,
Hazarenan.
to Sepham.
Read that again.
Sepham.
Shh.
Shepham. Okay.
And the coast shall go down from Shephan, or boundary. Okay, it's not the coast of the sea, it's the edge of the surveyed area. To Riplah, or Ribla. In the New Testament, it's Riplah, but this is Riblah. On the east
Plus the
side
PUD.
of Ain, not the toothpaste, A-I-N,
Wait, that's a toothpaste?
A-I-M, AIM is a toothpaste.
Oh, yeah, I do remember seeing that sold at Dollar General.
And the border shall descend. Which way are we descending? Down into the ground, or yeah? And shall reach unto the side of the Sea of Chinnereth, the Sea of Galilee, eastward.
Have you found water yet? Nope, not quite.
That's the
Keep going.
Right. So
Great. Now we're in
Sea,
Gilligan's
right?
Island now.
so Shephem to Riblah. So if the down
So I
usually
think-
is south.
I think they're carving out the tribe of Manasseh.
Yeah, it must
Manasseh's
be.
area.
Yeah. There's Ramoth Gilead. We went. Didn't we have that?
We mentioned that earlier.
I'm choking myself.
Yeah. Well, don't. There's Jabesh Gilead. Anyhow.
There's so many locations and it's just freaking
Yeah,
confusing.
yeah, because we don't know where these are, and they're just like,
We
oh,
have no point of reference.
yeah.
Yay!
But hey, we have the Sea of Galilee, and we have the Salt Sea, and we have the Mediterranean. So we know that we're in the region.
And a very dead sea.
Well, that's the Salt Sea. But yeah.
Yeah, but I don't see anybody dead in it. Yet.
I don't think that many things live in there.
No, nothing lives in it.
Do
Not
something.
even any
Maybe bacteria, but
crustaceans like the
No.
Salt Lake has
there is nothing living in it except maybe bacteria. Don't quote me on that. I might be wrong.
either way.
It's just that freaking salty.
Yeah.
Hey, sea salt.
They
This
they
is
probably
saltier than sea salt.
yeah,
I
well, they're 20% salt or something like that. Are you on 13 or is it me?
12.
Girl, girl.
Okay, Chinnereth eastward. I just read that.
And the border shall go down to Jordan, and the goings out of it shall be at the salt sea. This shall be your land, with the coasts thereof round about.
And Moses commanded the children of Israel, saying, This is the land which ye shall inherit by lot, which the Lord commanded to give unto the 9 tribes and to the half-tribe. Oh, yes, because we had 2 tribes and a half on the east side of the Jordan.
You know,
The east side of the Jordan.
I just now realized that Manasseh got that chunk as well as that.
Yeah,
That must be I got a huge.
Manasseh is half. Yeah, Manasseh is a humongous tribe. Wow. Okay.
For the tribe of the children of Reuben, according to the house of their fathers, and the tribe of the children of Gad, according to the house of their fathers, have received their inheritance, and half the tribe of Manasseh have received their inheritance. There you go.
Grief, no kidding. That is huge. They get everything. Wow. They get the entire north end from south of Galilee all the way to the top end of the place.
Then you got Issachar and Benjamin and all these other people with little tiny little bits, and it's like it's
They're
like
smaller.
This is basically the manifestation of the joke that the United States, they started off by building the states very square, and then they ran out of space, so they just started cramming.
Even though it was the exact opposite, but yeah.
This is like the manifestation of that.
Almost. Wow. Okay. For the tribe of Reuben, according to the house of
15.
Sorry. Their fathers' houses, clans, inheritance. Yeah, we got all that. The 2 tribes and the half-tribe have received their inheritance on this side Jordan, near Jericho eastward, or the east of Jericho, toward the sun rising. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying,
These are the names of the men which shall divide the land unto you, Eleazar the priest, and Joshua the son of Nun.
Really? Only 2
So
people?
basically, this means that some of the tribes were more prolific than others.
In Egypt, and then of course they had
40 years in the wilderness.
right. But the thought that goes through my head is Manasseh may have taken more than one wife, and Ephraim may not have, and the same with the other ones.
Judah might have too, because he's also got a pretty big.
Yeah,
chunk.
he's pretty big, but like Benjamin, he was the youngest. He was the last to get married. Who knows what happened with that? The tribe of Benjamin has always been small.
But at the same time, Manasseh and Ephraim aren't that much older than Benjamin, so.
Yeah, they're younger than Benjamin, but because of the fact that they were Joseph's children and had, the kingship
Blessing.
placement, and they had the birthright and whatever. Who knows? There are a lot of reasons why one group of people would have lived longer. You got the hold my beer folks. I mean, not to say that they were doing that, but that's how many people died off because they were
Trying to show off.
yeah, or they whatever it may be. There's wars, there's wars, there's sicknesses, there's marriages, there's whatever there may be.
18.
And ye shall take one prince of every tribe to the divide leader or president to divide the land by inheritance.
And the names of the men are of these: of the tribe of Judah, Caleb, and the son of the tribe of Judah, Caleb, the son of Jephunneh.
Jephunneh is what I've always heard it.
Okay.
And of the tribe of the children of Simeon, Shemuel, the son of Ammihud.
Bottom one on the top screen.
Oh yeah, I have no idea. Probably Jephunneh, though.
Of the tribe of Benjamin, Eliah, the son of Chislon.
Sounds good to me.
And the prince of the tribe of the children of Dan, Buki, the son of Jogli.
Book it, dude!
How else are you supposed to pronounce these names, though?
Bucky.
Who knows? The prince of the children of Joseph for the tribe of the children of Manasseh, Haniel, the son of Ephod.
The prince of the tribe of the children of Ephraim, Kemuel, the son of Shiftan.
Why would they call him ephod? That's the breastplate, isn't it? Yeah, whatever. And the prince of the tribe of the children of Zebulun, Elizaphan, the son of Parnak.
And the prince of the tribe of the children of Issachar, Paltiel, the son of Azan.
And the prince of the tribe of the children of Asher, Ahihud, the son of Shalomi.
Prince of the tribe of Naphtali, Pedael, the son of Ammihud.
Or Amihud, I don't know. These are they whom the Lord commanded to divide the inheritance unto the children of Israel in the land of Canaan.
We get there.
Yep. Okay, so we have a statement here of all of the general broad brush borders, and everybody gets to divide them up however they end up doing so. And
a good joke at the early beginning of this video.
That was...
Yeah, as soon as I said it, I was like, wait, that's not right.
that was just too good to not enjoy.
Yeah.
Anyhow.
I'm so very thankful for this map.
Yes.
It is very helpful.
Yes. So, the next few chapters talk a lot about cities and what they're supposed to do and how they run laws around them. So we are going to go into that tomorrow, and we are going to do several chapters of laws about how...
Yay, more.
Yeah, these are ones that kind of odd, but for the time, it sort of makes sense. So we'll go into that tomorrow.